Hey, what's good with you? It's your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. I am sitting in a red truck with a red shirt, and I have this red tent behind me. I got a red Peterbilt sitting in front of my truck right now. I thought I'd say that. Today, we are going to talk about having a proactive mindset. Having a proactive mindset. I went ahead and pulled the definition of proactive up, and the definition is creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. Okay? Say that one more time. Creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. I may seem a little strong about this. It is because this is something I've been talking about for years. All right. I may not have been talking. That is a pretty red Peterbilt. I'm sorry, y'all. That is a pretty red Peterbilt. Go ahead, my brother. We see you, big dog. Anyways, back to your show, proactive mindset. I've been talking about this for years, not with you, with employees I've supervised, with my wife especially, with my best friend Steve. Having a proactive mindset is so important and has so far-reaching implications for your life. I do not mean to be preaching right now. The implications are far-reaching in your life if you adopt this mindset. I knew I was going to make this video earlier today and actually prayed a prayer. I was like, man, I pray that everybody who watches this video really captures it, like really captures this meaning and puts it into place in their life. I'm telling you, the implications reach very far. Told myself I would use this example. Young ladies, if you're single, unmarried, wanting to be married, young gentlemen, no matter, it's not even just a lady thing. I have two girls, so I guess my heart is after ladies all the time. So young ladies, people in general, you can kind of see where a relationship is going to go if you use a proactive mindset. I'm gonna get to trucking in just a second. I just want to give a few examples. Okay, you can kind of see what's going to happen if you have a proactive mindset. Here's another example. My Go Gamecocks high school alma mater. You know, if you went to my high school, it's probably the same for many schools, but if you went to my high school, you knew when a fight was about to go down in the commons area in the morning. Something seemed different. The air seemed different. It's not as loud as it usually is. It's kind of a crowd of people. Usually they sitting down, now they walking, pacing. Sometimes some of us would notice this and we would go ahead and position ourselves in a manner in which we would not be involved in the fight, but instead would just be observers of the fight. There was one week I was in high school. We kept having riot after riot. These other high school kids kept showing up to our high school and just kept being large scale fight after fight after fight. But you knew it was going to happen about 30 to 60 seconds in advance. Having a proactive mindset. Having a proactive mindset. Those who like to trade stocks, you must, to be successful, you need to have a proactive mindset. Okay, creating or causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. You gotta have a proactive mindset. In trucking, if you intend to have a safe career in trucking, whether it's a 5-year career or a 50-year career, it is imperative you have a proactive mindset, that you create or control situations instead of responding to situations all the time. Excuse me. It is imperative that while driving, you're constantly scanning the road. You're constantly scanning the road, and you are just imagining all of the various situations that could happen right now and saying, this is what I'm going to do. If that happens, this is what I'm going to do. If this car comes off of the on-ramp and is going just as fast as I am and wants to sit next to my truck, this is what I'm going to do. If this car switches in front of me and hits the brakes, this is what I would do. If this happens, you're constantly scanning the road and you have emergency solutions in your head before they even happen. It's so imperative, y'all. It's so imperative. I want to go into how far the implications reach, but I don't want to take too long on this video. I'm telling you, your life will change if you have a proactive mindset. Don't wait for the car to break down. Prepare for the breakdown. Don't wait for the roof to leak. Save for a leaking roof. Don't wait for the HVAC unit to go out in your house. Have the money in savings. People who manage good emergency funds are people who have proactive mindsets. They don't want to wait for it to happen and scramble, and now I need to borrow money, and now I need this. They say, no, I'm going to handle it now. And then when it happens, I have controlled this situation because I had a proactive mindset. Will a proactive mindset save you from all hurt, harm, and danger? No, but so often you will be able to A, avoid, or B, mitigate the dangers and risks because you had a proactive mindset. You already had a plan in place and you prepared for it before it came to you. I'm going to go to the extreme and then we're going to go to an example. I have a video example for you today, teaching class. The extreme is, imagine the people, they're called preppers. They're called preppers. They have this proactive mindset. They want to create and control the situation that in the event of some zombie apocalypse or the world overheats and the America runs out of water, the country runs out of water, if that happens, I have a bunker with like 3 weeks worth of food. I ride horses. I don't need fuel all the time. I can survive. I farm. I can grow my own food. I can survive. That is having a proactive mindset. I'm telling you, if you plan on coming out on this road, start trying to either constantly sharpen or develop a proactive mindset. We should constantly be developing a proactive mindset, constantly watching your mirrors for what's going on behind you, what's going on in front of me, constantly scanning. You see deer on the side of the road, constantly, what will I do if that deer comes out? Having a proactive mindset. Real truckers know you can't just stop just because a deer's on the side of the road. You be stopping every doggone day, about every 30 minutes, depending on where you're driving. Having a proactive mindset. Did I tell you about the windshield wiper? Right? Me and my co-driver were in Salt Lake City driving and blowing snow. Windshield wiper breaks. Well, while I practice having a proactive mindset, when I was in the truck stop and I thought to myself, you should get wipers, I told myself, oh, I don't feel like going outside to get my card and yada, 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 and I left. Then Salt Lake City happened. I didn't have a windshield wiper. See what I'm saying? That was reactive thinking. That was reactive thinking. Now I got 3 windshield wipers under my bunk. 3. Having a proactive mindset is so imperative if you intend on having a safe driving career. Let's get to the video example of something that happened to me 2-3 hours ago.
Tariq was still asleep on the metal cot across from hers. Shelves of paper towels and toilet paper and the most pedestrian materials imaginable lined the corner space above his bed. Where were they? Her clothes were the same as the night before, except for a slight stiffness where they'd been sweated through and dried again. How many miles had they run? It had seemed as if the night would never be over, but now they were here, safe for the moment.
Okay, so now that we've watched the video, what I want to do is roll through this footage and just keep kind of pausing, telling you my mindset, okay? Now, before we even start, my mental state is this. I've been rolling through Fort Worth for about an hour, hour and a half, heavy traffic, it's 5 o'clock, and people just been cutting me off all afternoon, cutting me off, slamming on brakes, doing everything ridiculous. So I pretty much believe everybody's going to do something ridiculous today, all right? So let's play the footage here. We have an empty car hauler coming up on my driver's side and passing by. But at about this time, I see this car coming on the on-ramp, okay? Black Chrysler 300. Well, I think he's going to do something crazy, just like everybody else in my life today, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of maintain speed, and either I'm going to notice him punch the gas like everybody else has done today. They want to, I don't know if they're racing or what, or I'm going to notice the guy's really just not going fast enough, okay? So I go ahead and I let it play 2 more seconds, and right here, 2 more seconds, I see, okay, this guy's really not going fast enough. So I make it in my mind, you know what? Go ahead and let off the gas. I'm going to tuck behind this car hauler here. We're going to save on fuel instead of slamming on the brakes and waiting on him and then punching the gas again. I'm going to go ahead and tuck behind this car hauler, and everything's just going to be all right. Okay, right? We're assuming he's going to maintain the same speed, but we're not assuming he's going to like just completely be ridiculous, right? We're just assuming he's going to be like everybody else that's doing me wrong in Fort Worth today, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and let it go one more second, but about this time I noticed, you know, something's just not right with this car. You know, he's still going the same speed. He literally hasn't picked up speed at all. About this time, he's doing like, it seems from my seat, 10 miles an hour or so, 10, 15 miles an hour or so. So I say to myself, you know, one of two things is going to happen here. Either he's going to get in front of me, and I'm really, you know, just going to be like, come on, guy, or come on, car. I just call people by the name of their vehicle sometimes. Come on, car. Or he's going to get in front of this car hauler, and this car hauler is not going to have a good situation because the car hauler is further ahead than I am, and he's going faster than I am. So I'm like, man, it really just doesn't seem right. So you go one more second ahead, and now I'm like, okay, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. I said, this guy really just doesn't seem like he just wants to be in my lane anymore. Why do I say that? You know, when a car veers in your lane, generally speaking, you don't see them banked as much. You see so much of the side of this car where usually when they get in your lane, they just kind of veer in your lane. But this guy's doing 10 miles an hour and looks like he's about to make a left-hand turn. So I decided about this time is when I'd had it in my head, that guy's going to get in front of that car hauler, and it's going to be a bad situation. What I need to do is take the far right on-ramp. At this time, remember that pickup truck was stopped. There was nobody in my back right mirror. I put it in my head, listen, go ahead and take the far right side. Keep your truck as safe as possible from debris, and we're just going to let this happen as it happens. Go ahead one more second, and now I know for a fact, dude, you're right. Okay? This guy is definitely not going to make it, okay? Now, you can see the speed in the bottom right-hand corner. If you own a Garmin, you know that speed is not exactly correct. If you watch the video to all the way to the end, I guess now that I'm still making the video right now, so I'll let the first clip play all the way to the end. If you watch that all the way to the end, you can see as I decelerate on the shoulder that it hit 0 miles an hour like really late, right? But at this time, I know for a fact this guy's going to get in front of this car hauler. He's not just cutting my truck off. He's doing something, don't know why he's doing it. And at this time, I lock into the plan I had prepared for the situation, and I start taking the far right-hand side. Boom. I see the debris. I hit a little piece of a bumper. I missed the rest. I take the shoulder. I want to check and make sure everybody's all right. You know, many of you know I used to be a fireman, so I can't just keep going. I want to check and make sure everybody's all right. And that is exactly what happened. Let's rewind it one more time so we can see the whole thing.
Behind the corner space above his bed. Where were they? Her clothes were the same as the night before.
All right. I'm sorry I got so strong in the beginning. I'm not sorry, but, you know, I realized I got so strong in the beginning is because I really believe in this. Sometimes it frustrates me to see people deal with situations that could have been prevented. That's so frustrating for me. Because I'm like, why didn't you just ... Why didn't you know that this could happen? Didn't you know that it's another example? Blow a tire on your tractor and you're a lease driver. Why didn't you have the money saved for that? Right? Why didn't you save for an emergency? What do you mean you don't have any money? You're a lease driver. You know that when things go wrong, it's our responsibility. Right? Why didn't you prepare for that? It's so, know somebody who got in an accident, tractor trailer driver, truck driver. And my first question, do you have a dash cam? Well, no. No, they did. So do you have a dash cam? Well, yeah, but I don't have a memory card in it. Why? You know, and if you're watching this and you're that person, understand I don't mean any offense by this. It's just, I'm just being real right now. It's like having a fire extinguisher that's not charged. Why did you have the extinguisher? Right? It's having a proactive mindset, man. It doesn't make sense not to be prepared. It just doesn't make sense to have the ability to control a situation and not take advantage of it. It doesn't make sense. All right, I'm gonna stop. Video's long enough. Listen, it's your boy Travis Kinley checking out. I love y'all dearly. I'm telling you, I love you dearly. If you feel offended by this video, understand I am not attacking you right now. I'm not attacking you right now. I am attacking the mindset of being reactive. It is not healthy for you. It will not help you. It will hinder you. Listen, it's your boy Travis Kinley checking out. I love y'all. Find you somebody to love. Do not forget, it's not about what you believe, it's why you believe it, and live free.